Okay, you caught me smiling there. Yes, that's because I was just going through all the 5 dailies we have this morning. And guess what? They're all talking about the Senate. All the 5 papers we have this morning, Daily Trust, Punch, Tribune, Guardian, and the Vanguard, all have lead stories concerning the Senate. The Tribune says, amidst budget padding allegation, 500 million naira largesse tears senators apart. That's the Daily Trust. The Punch says, budget padding controversy, ranking senators get 17 billion naira constituency votes, Ningi suspended. The Nigerian Tribune, alleged 3.7 trillion naira budget padding, how senators nailed Ningi. And then the Guardian puts his own, budget padding, we are all culpable, 500 million naira awards to ranking senators on settle, expose NAS rot. And then finally, the Vanguard newspaper says, alleged budget padding, rumpus, as I like that word, rumpus, as senators bicker over money sharing.
You remember that music?
That's by Bonnie M?
Yeah, Bonnie M.
Good. My memory is so sharp.
Rumpus
My memory is so sharp. Okay, so you now see why I was smiling when the camera came on me. These are really not lovely times for the Senate. But first, I say good morning and welcome to the paper review. My name is Alex Obunna. You've heard his voice, Comrade Efe Odomo, showing his hair. Officially, Comrade Odomo, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Oh yes, good morning. We are at it again. We are not going to pad the news. We're
not padding. We're not padding anything here. We don't pad. We don't pad at all. But unfortunately, they pad somewhere. I don't know where.
There must be one story to tell every day.
Every day. Okay, let's now go straight to this gist now. The Senate in the news. Daily Trust newspaper, we kick off this paper review from there. I did tell you that the lead story is on Senate, and it reads, amidst budget padding allegations, 500 million naira largesse tears senators apart. It comes with a rider, Ningi suspended for 3 months, quits as Northern Senators chair. Nigerians will never respect Senate in future. That's according to Akpabio. Leader alleges plot to impeach Senate President. You can get all of that. Let's see now. You can get all of that on page, okay, this is not very clear, page 4 and page 5 of the Daily Trust newspaper. And still on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper, this time directly above the Senate story, bandits kidnap 30 villagers in Kaduna, returned to Kuriga 5 days after. I think somewhere else we saw 60, and the Daily Trust puts this on at 30. But however, they kidnap scores of people. 2024 Hajj pilgrims in limbo as Nakan yet to remit funds. 2024 Hajj pilgrims in limbo as Nakan yet to remit funds. That's that from the Daily Trust. Let's see if we can add one last story. Mob raises Abuja market as prison officers gunned down fleeing suspects. Sokoto abductors of Shanghai students demand 20 million naira ransom. Comrade Omo, this is indeed a cash cow.
It's a cash cow.
Niger residents fault renaming of Abubakar Imam International Airport. I saw this one. Let's stay with Daily Trust before we move to other papers now, because there's so many stories of interest on the front page of Daily Trust here. This one, funny enough, I'm going to start with this one. When I saw this story too, I wasn't too comfortable, but then, you know, and somehow the people of Niger State have also reacted. Niger residents false renaming of Abubakar Imam International Airport. The Niger State government recently renamed, I don't know if that has been carried out, but they said they're going to rename the Abubakar Imam International Airport after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I don't know how they're going to coin it, but it's going to carry Tinubu's name. And people in that state are saying no. If it were to be a new airport that has not been named, fine, but it's been carrying someone's name. Why rename it?
No, Alex, let me start from this other side. You can rename an old monument after someone.
True.
Yes, you can do that. They changed the University of Ife to FM&TV University. Then, most recent, that was during Jonathan Goodluck's tenure, he attempted changing University of Lagos to Moshood Abiola University, but they resisted him. Now, the question we should ask, the renaming is not the issue. What achievement are they attributing to this administration that you want to go and name that institute after him?
Can I come in quickly at this point?
Yes.
I quite agree with you. You can rename an institution that has a name,
yes.
But then the two examples you cited, they were not named after an individual. That's the bone of contention here.
They were not named
after any individual, after any person. University of Ife, not attached to anybody. University of Lagos, even though that was overturned, but Lagos was attached to anybody. But this one, why these people are complaining, it was named after an individual who probably they feel deserve it. Contributions now.
The airport has been named after an individual.
Exactly.
Then it is terribly wrong.
Okay.
They are causing bad blood within that.
That's
Number one,
the bone of
it's going to be a bad blood between the person who is taking the decision now, the owner, the families of the owner of the person that they named it after, and the entire geographical zone of that person.
Of that area.
And to even make it worse, the person you are naming it after is not even from that area at all. So it's going to cause a lot of problems. We should think before we take some types of decisions. I never knew that it was named after, or it is named after an individual.
Yeah, it was named after Abubakar Imam. There's a certain Abubakar Imam.
So why the sudden change? Did the man commit any crime and they want to wipe his name off their archive? Nigeria, I think we have something is actually very wrong with us. Okay. Why don't we actually tackle the problems on ground rather than all these petty things that we are talking about?
Okay, let's leave that now and go to the main gist, the Senate issue. Ningi has been suspended for 3 months, even though some were saying 6 months or 1 year.
It's 3 months that is making the news.
But he got 3 months, and you know, moments after he was suspended, someone came up to say, "Look, that guy never lied after all."
Do you think the guy lied?
But why did he kind of try to do a volte face?
The Senate?
I mean, the guy, why did he try to do a volte face? Why did he try to recant his statements? You know, you do a U-turn by saying...
Yes, look, when pressure is too much on a man, he can make a U-turn. Did they not accuse Anthony Anene, when he was Minister of Works, of 300 billion, as at that time? At the end of the day, the man came up on TV and said, no, he didn't say it that way. He was trying to pass the statement. You see? Because the pressure on him then
became too much.
Became too much. He was threatened with death and several things. So the guy looked at it, what a sense it is. Even the government cannot prosecute him, as an individual cannot prosecute him either. So the best thing is to retract the statement. And he came silently and telling, if you see the way he was talking that day, the voice was not coordinating.
Yeah.
You see? So this one too is the same thing. Before the man could make that statement, he has some skeletons in the board. And now you are saying that you are suspending that man. The other man came out and said, yes, something like that happened, and each of the senators got 500 million naira each. Are they going to dispute that one again? Let them set up an independent investigating committee to look into this matter. But again, if they set it up, who is that committee going to report to now? If that thing was actually padded, the presidency is already involved.
It's already involved.
The Senate
hierarchy is already
involved. So whom do you submit your report to?
Maybe to you and I.
Oh boy.
Okay.
If
they'll come after us.
If they do that, I will no longer live on the earth. I will live in the air. I will charter a plane for the rest of my life and just be flying everywhere.
No problem. Okay, let's go to Kaduna now, where things are really not pleasant. You know, one kidnap story, from one kidnap story to another. We woke up this morning to hear that, some papers say 60, but Daily Trust is saying 30 people in a village in Kuriga local government area in Kaduna State. What is happening?
I don't think all this is a kidnap anymore, Alex. If you ask for my candid opinion, it's like you just sit down and write some figures and start making demands on government. I cannot think or see a situation where government can be so docile that every day they kidnap and you have not done anything to curb the rate of kidnapping. The other time they kidnapped 217 students, they kidnapped teachers and some of the staffers of the school. They are asking for 40 trillion and 11 Hilux vehicles. 2 days later, they are now talking of another 60 students. Before they will come from the forest to walk into the town, even when they say it is close to the bush, are you telling me that before they will do all those, it cannot be done in 1 hour? To arrange those people cannot be done in 1 hour. Because some of them, if actually it was a kidnap, some of them will try to escape, some will try to shout, most is like that. They never attracted attention from anywhere. Nobody was saying around the place that to put a call across to security agencies. And they brought all those children out, they lined them up. What did they use to carry them? Because the report said they came in 25 motorbikes. Did they arrange 278 children on motorbikes? How many were on a bike? How were they able to move them out of the town that nobody saw them? Until they got to the forest, then governor is now issuing statements that he should rescue them. The president gave order that they should rescue them. Are we not ashamed? Do we think that the world is not seeing us? Are we incommunicado? We are just making ourselves to be a laughing stock among committee of nations. If this government did not tame this thing, I'm very sorry to say it. I'm very sorry. It's my personal opinion. Then snakes have hands inside.
Okay. Snakes have hands inside.
Yes.
Literally speaking, snakes don't have hands.
But they have hands inside.
They have hands inside.
Yes.
I get the drift. This one happened in our backyard here. Army busts illegal gun factory in Delta State. Arrest 8. That's the least, not the least story. That's one of the main stories on the front page of the Punch newspaper. We have a picture of those arrested and their ammunition displayed on the ground. And then, of course, pictures taken by media persons. You know, a gun running factory here in Delta State.
Is it impossible?
Wow.
You think most of these guns we use, they are imported? Most of them are locally fabricated. Before they started using AK-47 or this, they've been fabricating local guns. All our hunters are using them. But now they are graduating every day. Technology is going outside. It's also is going within the country. But what I do want to, what I do not want to hear is you concentrate action, you concentrate attention in one section, leaving the other section alone. If they were able to discover that, they have been discovering so many in Kano, Kaduna, and Zaria. Have you heard of the result or the follow-up after then? The answer is no. Before that factory will be located there, a poor man cannot do it. Somebody at the top there must be involved. At the end of the day, the case will just go like that. They make noise about it and it will not come up again. That is what is fueling this crisis. Last week, they were able to, they said they discovered the IPOB weather bunker or something like that. 500, is it 500 or 5,000? No, 500 feet below sea level. They were able to go there and arrest these people. Why have they not been able to arrest those people who are in the forest, Sambisa and Co? Why have they not been able to arrest those people? And these people will even now come to the town with confidence in a convoy, finish their activities, and they go. Nobody will see them. Everybody will be asleep. Then when they must have left, they will start shouting, hey, they've kidnapped, they've kidnapped, they've kidnapped. But the other areas, they are always arresting, catching them, arresting them, catching them, arresting them, prosecuting them. But the other side, look at even what Gumi or who? This negotiator.
Yeah, Gumi. I think Shaq Gumi also. I don't know if it's first.
No, it's not Sheikh. It's not Sheikh.
It's Sheikh
Gumi. I can't remember the full name, but Gumi. What he said was yesterday or 2 days ago, telling the president not to behave like Buhari, who refused to negotiate. That Tinubu should negotiate with him.
No, should allow him negotiate with the release of the people
that is certain.
Who were kidnapped.
That should negotiate with him. If he goes to the bush to negotiate with the kidnappers, who is he coming to negotiate with outside here? It's not the presidency. Some
time ago, they were even accusing him of having a hand in all of these kidnappings.
If he does not have a hand, he cannot do what he's doing now. Can I go to your family in the east and start negotiating for family land? What is my business? What connects me to it? You cannot tell me that you will go to the forest and sit with the kidnappers, negotiate with them, come back and negotiate with the government. Why don't you tell the kidnappers that what they are doing is wrong? Okay. There was time they even show his picture sitting in the midst of the kidnappers.
Yeah, sure.
All of them carrying automatic rifles and AK-47 pump actions.
Okay, comrade, we seem not to have much time. Let's go to Ondo State, where Ayedatiwa declares governorship bid, gets reps 18 lawmakers nod. That's also on the front page of the Punch newspaper. He's the man of the moment now. Everybody's singing his name in Ondo State.
Definitely. If one man doesn't fall, another one cannot rise. The other man has done his bit. He's gone. May his soul rest in peace. He's a bona fide son of Ondo State. He had all the qualifications that qualifies him to be a governor. Why can't he try? Let him go ahead and try. But I will also believe that I don't know about the party zoning formula. If he's zoned to that area, definitely he will take the nod. But he should not start thinking of that position. Now, this short time he has between 2024, let him leave a footprint so that footprint will speak for him. It's not just getting to the office and sit down and answering the name, I am the governor. No. He can contest the election as far as he is an Ondo man, he has paid his dues, and no stain on him. And the lawmakers are with him. Apart from the wife of the late governor, who was accusing a sister for supporting the man. Anybody can support anybody. It's just like the case of Edo. Whether they say the man was guilty or not, he still has his own supporters. But this very one of Ondo State, the man has every qualification to run for that office. And so be it. If he wins, good luck, because power is transient and power belongs to God.
Tinubu seeks Ramadan prayers, Jigawa slashes working hours. That's above the masthead of the Punch. Tinubu seeks Ramadan prayers.
to help the nation?
Apparently.
Prayer does not help any nation. No nation in the world that prayer has helped. It is your handwork. It is your hard work that helps a nation, not prayers. You cannot sit down here and be praying that, oh God,
let 1 million hit my account.
It's the stupidity of the highest order. Like that time they were saying that miracle money. Where is miracle money coming from? You don't want to lose your own. Who do you want to lose is to come and fill your own. Then one pastor in William will just say, as you are going home from this night vigil, somebody will throw a sack of money to your compound. Carry it. It's your money. You trust our gullible Nigerians. Oh, it's me. It should be me. It's me. And look at this. This is madness of the highest order. From I will not say from the pulpit. When you say we should pray, have you been able to say, this is the enabling environment that will make people work? This is the industry I have put on ground. These are my plans. When you walk, you pray. The Bible never said pray. He said walk and pray. And I will bless the works of your hands. True. Not that I will bless the prayers of your mouth. No. Even God himself that created this universe. God worked for 6 days and he rested on 1 day. Why do we want to pray for 6 days and work for 1 day? And you think that prayer will be answered? Why did Rwanda not do that same thing? When the president came on board, he said, look, we are just coming out from a civil war that ravaged the whole country. Therefore, as from today, anything religion, I don't want to hear it. I'm not saying that don't pray to your God or don't serve your God, but do it in your closest. But in the public, we must do the work that bind us together as a nation. What are they doing today? They are manufacturing handsets, even electric cars, several things they are doing. But we are here sitting down praying. You want to go for a meeting, you pray. You lie throughout the whole meeting, and you want to close the meeting, you pray. So who is deceiving who actually?
Okay, Comrade Omo, I deliberately picked this particular headline on the front page because I have an idea what view you hold on that issue, because I know, of course, you pray. You've been praying for Nigeria for God knows how long.
Somebody told Padeboye that you have been praying for Nigeria for the past 40 years. Nothing has changed. Papa, please, stop praying.
Really?
I don't know whether you saw it.
I didn't see that. Okay, let's see if we can sneak in one last one before we call it a day. Apparently, no. I think our time is up. Okay, this sad one from the Tribune. Body of killed driver of kidnapped Ekiti school children recovered. Remember the young man who was killed, yes. The driver who was killed?
Conveying those students.
Those children and the teachers. Like the body has eventually been recovered.
You know that when they released some of those people, one of them said the driver told one of the victims that please shift. There are ants coming their way. And they just got angry and they shot at them.
Yeah, I think before then, I think I read a comprehensive interview. It said the guy has been talking too much. I don't know, that was the accusation. And those guys told him, look, stop talking. So I guess that particular one, when he was asking,
just infuriated and just yes.
The last straw.
It's also possible that way, because in my own time, when I was a landlord with them, there was this guy among us, very young guy. When they even allow us to sleep at night, the guy can be snoring here. You will be hearing him on the express. They will wake him. We will tap him. He will say, okay. In the next 2 minutes, one of them got angry one day. And that big wood they use in hitting hammer, he landed it on his back. The guy jumped up, and they were laughing. You see, had it been the man too carried a gun that time, the people would have also used the gun, because that thing alone is they are afraid it can expose them, it can give them out. So they guide against all those. You know, he who beheads people's mothers' heads don't allow cutlass at the back of his house. They're always afraid of death. What they want to kill people.
That's one of my parents' favorite proverbs. Yes, yeah. We also have a way we say it in our language, but don't expect me to say it here.
No, you can't.
That's the package for you this morning. Thank you so much, Comrade Ifeodomo. My name is Alex Abundayak. Do stay tuned. Good morning.